It is the responsibility of the first people responding to a suspected crime scene who hold a legal mandate to safely approach the suspected crime scene to ensure no evidence is damaged, destroyed, or removed, and that the scene does not become contaminated. From this moment on, the way a crime scene is processed will determine the usefulness and admissibility of evidence into court. Your primary concern when approaching a suspected crime scene should be for the safety of you, your team, and any other people present. You should be aware of potential risks such as those posed by poachers, wildlife, motor vehicles, poisons, and diseases. Before you approach a crime scene, you should plan from a reasonable distance. Your plan will differ depending on the number of people in your team, as well as the nature and location of the suspected crime scene. It is important to remember that a wildlife crime scene may cover large areas and may encompass multiple sites. For this reason, you should plan to ensure the scene is approached systematically and with caution. You may only discover a suspected crime scene when you are already in the middle of it, especially in dense vegetation. In such cases, you should retreat along the same route you initially approached from and make notes of any disturbance you may have made during your initial entry. During the planning process, you should be taking detailed notes regarding the suspected crime scene. These should include your name, affiliation, and rank, as well as that of anyone present, the date and time, the location and a thorough description, preferably with a GPS location, how you came to be at the scene, and a thorough description of what you see at the crime scene. Additionally, you should include any other observations you think may be relevant to describing the crime scene. Remember to document only observations and actions you make and not your opinions. All documentation can be used as evidence, so ensure it is clear and accurate. When planning and then executing your approach, you should consider 4 stages. 1. During your planning, you should be considering signs of danger and maintaining a suitable distance from the crime scene to minimize the risk of disturbing any evidence. It is advisable to delimit a holding area for members of the patrol. 2. 2 people should slowly walk the perimeter of the suspected crime scene in single file. One individual is checking for evidence on the perimeter, the other is providing security. 3. Be sure to look for signs of entry and exit onto the crime scene. If during the perimeter walk you find more evidence, it may be necessary to retrace your steps and increase the perimeter. 4. Return to the start point and holding area to report the findings and plan the next steps. Each of these steps may need to be altered depending on the nature of the scene. Always remember, at any crime scene there may be undiscovered evidence outside the marked perimeter. Therefore, great care should always be taken whilst moving near a suspected crime scene. Upon completion of the approach and perimeter walk, you should take steps to secure the suspected crime scene. Securing a suspected crime scene will depend, once again, on the location and nature of the scene. However, your goal is to ensure evidence remains undisturbed and uncontaminated. This may require taking steps to ensure security from people or animals. If your team has the mandate to fully process a crime scene, security may be for your protection during this process.